What's up, guys? This is Nightwing again. This is the fourth review. It's Sonic and the Secret Rings. Now, I happen to really enjoy this game. Visually, it was just incredible for the Wii. Story-wise, it follows that of the Arabian Nights series, which I have to give it to the Sonic team. That was a pretty original idea, and it played out really well. Sonic went to many unique locations that had to deal with the Arabian Nights universe, and it was redone in a way that was just amazing. The control-wise is almost like the Sonic of the yesteryear. It's controlled very easily, with only one button to really use, which is a 2-button to jump. You just turn Sonic left to right with the Wiimote to steer him, that's it. The villain in this game is not Robotnik. His name is Jin, I believe. Well, you know what time it is. It's good aspect time. So let's start it off. As I said before, I was talking about the control scheme of this game. It is so basic and easy to do that literally anybody can pick this game up and play it. All you do is you move the remote like you're driving a car. It's that simple. I mean, what a concept. My grandmother could play this game. And you know what? I bet you she could. My wife at times has actually played this. She enjoys the surfing aspect and how incredibly fast the game is. It's also beautifully well done, and graphic-wise, it's just amazing. It's fun to play. I mean, anybody can pick this game up. That's one of the things I really enjoy about this. Children, to teenagers, to adults, to college-age kids, to elderly can play this game. The homing mechanic is back in this game as well, like the homing attack from the Adventure series. All you do in this one is you hit the 2 button on the Wiimote, and then you flick it forward. It's very, very simple to do, and it's very intuitive. It is so easy to do. Anybody can play this game, as I stated before. And that is a really good thing. When anybody can pick up a game and play it, that means there's so much more to enjoy. This game is actually 2 games in one, which I'll get onto later on. Which makes this not only a good family game, but also a good one-player game. What the Sonic team did different for the Wii version also is they gave Sonic power-ups, like Speed Break, which makes Sonic even faster than he is. And this is already a fast game to begin with. All you do is you hit the command cross button on the Wiimote, and Sonic turns into Super Speed Sonic. Now, there are different power-ups and stuff scattered out throughout the world. There's actually 99 levels you can reach in this game. When I did this recording, I believe I was at 25 or 30, but I still managed to beat the game. What we're seeing right now is called the freeze frame, or time stop, a la Prince of Persia. It is a really good power-up, and it's a lot of fun. But most of the time, you're only going to use it when you're in a pinch. Most of the time, you'll rely on Speed Break or Rocket Boost, or a couple others. What we're seeing right now is actually the level up system. You use rings to do different power-ups. You have up to 4 rings you can select. And as you can see, there are different levels for Sonic to reach. So add different power-ups, different rings hold different things. What we're seeing right now is one of my favorites, which I would consider a mini-game, but it's not. It's actually part of the game. These are parts of the mission where you actually hop onto either a cannon or a log, and you basically do like surfing stuff. And the control-wise for this was a lot of fun, and it was flawless. I mean, I had a lot of fun, especially on this level, just surfing. It was just so much fun to do. I can't get over it. It's hard to describe how much fun it is. You have to pick up the game and you have to play it in order to understand what I'm saying. Otherwise, it just sounds like jabberjaw. Okay, when I was talking about the game has 2 games in one, this is the Minigames. So think of like Mario Party with Sonic. So instead of Mario Party, you have Sonic Party. Now Sonic has actually 4 stages he can go to in the Minigames. One is the pirate ship place that you saw where you kind of move like Mario Party, like on a game board. And then you have like the Genie Island where you go through treasure chests. And then you have another one where it's kind of like American Gladiators, where 2 competitors go against each other, and then there's a final round, and they see who's won. Now, the mini games are all using the Wiimote. there is, I believe, at least 45 minigames. Everything from American Gladiators to shooting to just random, like, WarioWare, like, pushing down the remote for different things. My wife and I have enjoyed the minigames a lot. In fact, we probably played about 30 hours. Well, as fun a game as this is, I do have a couple bad things about it that just bothered me a little bit, but it's not really that much. Mainly what I mean by that is I did not like the boss battles. Now, there's always been boss battles in that, I know, since the original Sonic, fighting Robotnik and everybody else. But I just felt that sometimes the boss battles were just, either they were dragged out too much, meaning they were too long, or they were just too easy, and that drove me crazy sometimes. I mean, it's like one time you get a really easy boss that you could beat within a few minutes, and other times you would get another boss, like this pirate guy, for example. It took me, literally, several hours to defeat him, and he is not even the last boss. The last boss is easier than this guy, in my opinion. This pirate guy with the 3 horns was just annoying. It's like you had to rip off his horns on the top of his head and dodge him shooting missiles at you one time. And as soon as you get close to him to use the speed break, which you're supposed to, he'll turn around and start throwing water at you. Like that, see? I mean, that's real annoying. And it was so hard. It's like, it was like you're driving your car in a minefield the way you were moving your hands back and forth. It was just ridiculous. I got very, very frustrated. I wanted to throw my controller like I was back in the NES era, you know, where you were playing a game like Kung Fu or something. You were getting so mad that you just wanted to hurl the controller at the next relative that walked into the room. I mean, I felt like that sometimes. And when I was playing this boss level, I really, really, really felt like it. But I didn't do it. See, there's an example of that right now. I died, and you have to use the mission all over again. It was ridiculous. Now, another thing that I did not like is the fact that Sega had to introduce training levels to show how to play Sonic, and the game is so easy to control anyway that there was really no point to it. And if you didn't do the missions correctly in the training, they made you start all over again. It was like they were timed or something. I didn't get that. That's why you saw that little loop there. It was just, it's weird how that played out. I don't quite understand it myself. But there was no point to this. The game is so easy to control and so easy to pick up for anybody that there was really no point to it. Another thing that kind of got my goat was the fact that they did not have CG other than the introduction to the game. What they went for was more of a storybooky feel, you know, a la Arabian Nights, Lord of the Rings. But it's like the Wii can do CGI. You saw it at the beginning. This is, to me, is just lazy development. You know, a chance for them to really showcase what the Wii is with the CG effect, and they do the storybook, comic book thing, which got on my nerves a little bit. Another thing that I didn't enjoy is Sonic is supposed to stay to the ground, right? But on a lot of levels, he has to hop from place to place, and if you miss, then you end up starting the level all over again. Which, you know, that's basically what the old Sonic games were. With the addition to, you don't always have to stop and go, you know, to try to reach different goals. It was just one long main drag. Now, I feel that I did not bash this game a lot. In fact, this is one of my favorite Wii games, and I own it personally. So I was more than happy, and my union as well, to give this an 8. I think it deserves it. If you would like to talk to us or check out our next review, it will probably be Metal Slug and probably be up around, I want to say next Friday, assuming I get everything straight away. Again, this has been Nightwing. It's been great talking to you guys. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you Friday with the next review. Take care. Nightwing out.